You asked me. Am I supposed to lie to you?
No. Have you gotten to know her?
Believe me, it only takes a few seconds, and that's enough for me.
Do you know a man named Manuel Perez?
Who's that?
One of the people inside.
A patient?
Yes.
No idea. I haven't had any contact with them. It's prohibited by the management.
You have a bit of a stutter. Am I correct to assume that it's caused by a childhood trauma? Or did your first girlfriend disappoint you? What tragic story is behind it?
Have you ever worked 10 hours with a jackhammer and then tried to speak halfway normal?
Oh, no, not that I know of.
I thought so. Otherwise, you wouldn't ask a question like that.
Well, then enjoy the rest of your break.
I will.
No door handle, no keyhole. As soon as the door has closed, it cannot be opened from outside. The writing says, "Caution. The management of this institution received reports that in recent times, strange figures in black robes were seen in the vicinity of the institution. Anyone who has seen something conspicuous or unusual is to report this immediately to the director of the institute, Dr. Charleroi." Figures in black robes. They really appear to follow me everywhere. I have to finally find out who they are and what they really want. Laundry service. Next pickup Tuesday, 2:30 p.m. There are huge notches in it. It looks like somebody wildly attacked it with an axe. I hope I don't meet this someone. It's full of dirty laundry. A pile of wood. So many loudspeakers for such a small inner courtyard? Rat-a-too, rat-a-tee. Gone, gone is the balcony. The construction worker probably would be less than enthused if I take his toy away. The food appears to have been tasty. The flies at least like it. A long pointed meat fork. A braided onion rope. Sausage tongs. A soup ladle. A bunch of fresh herbs and spices. A relatively small kitchen. It's obvious this hospital does not have all that many patients. Either that, or they are all on a diet. All piled pieces of wood like I would have learned in the Girl Scouts, had I joined them. I knew that these kinds of pseudo-magazines could help in many situations. It is really astonishing how the old tricks continue to work again and again. Small brass weights. I think I will have to pull the coals out of the fire. One charred piece of wood is enough. Hello, What's your muse up to?
Something that all women do, taking her time.
The woman in charge. What is she really like?
Miss Chaohua? No idea. I don't have any contact with her. She greets me when she arrives in the morning. I usually don't see her at night because she often stays in the institute until really late.
Any peculiarities?
Like I said, I almost never see her.
Nurse Sabrina, what do you think of her?
If I would tell you, you would say I was sexist.
Yes, her assets are apparently very apparent. And otherwise?
Otherwise, I unfortunately don't know her very well. Women of her caliber don't mess around with average-looking gatekeepers.
You just have to convince her of your qualities.
And those would be?
Well,
Yeah, thanks for the chat.
Could you perhaps paint a portrait of Nurse Sabrina?
Yeah, I guess so. Just a second. I've run out of black. I can't paint without black.
Okay, I'll take care of it. How long do you need?
Probably half a day.
You have 30 minutes.
There's no way. I need at least 3 hours.
Agreed. You have 1 hour.
It's no wonder that contemporary painters have never been able to equal the masters, if the artists are constantly rushed like this. Oh, one more thing. I can barely see Nurse Sabrina from here. She moves so gracefully, but she is also unbelievably fast. If she were to slow down a bit for a while...
I'm going to see if I can at least temporarily control the woman's hyperactivity somewhat. Then you could start painting the portrait?
Like I said, I can only paint Nurse Sabrina if I have black paint and a subject that isn't constantly jumping around.
I'll leave you alone with your muse now.
Thanks. I'm still waiting for the kiss.
From me or from the muse?
Both.
I didn't find any black paint. Do you think a piece of coal will work too?
Yes. Coal should work too.
I'll leave you alone with your muse now.
Thanks. I'm still waiting for the kiss.
From me or from the muse?
Both.
Hello, would you like to join my party? Or sign up for my rhythmic cleaning?
I need a little time to think about it.
Okay, just let me know.
The record turns more slowly due to the weight. Still, sounds pretty good.
Only the staff is allowed in here.
Hello, what's your muse up to?
Something that all women do, taking her time.
Do you have everything you need for the portrait now?
Yes, I think so. She's a little hard to see from here, but I'll try. It looks great, considering it was painted in 60 minutes. I think I've outdone myself again. Don't you think?
Yes, it's really nice. And her best features are emphasized perfectly. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. I'll put the masterpiece in a bag for you so it doesn't get dirty.
I'll leave you alone with your muse now.
Thanks. I'm still waiting for the kiss.
From me or from the muse?
Both.
The portrait of Nurse Sabrina wrapped up in plastic sheeting. Look at this. What do you think?
Oh, that's pretty. And the woman is a knockout. Oh, that's me. Oh, I always knew I was pretty, but so stunning.
Yeah, and so modest. I thought you could use it as a campaign poster.
Yeah, great idea. But one isn't enough, is it?
Women, give them a hand and they'll rip off the whole arm. If I help you out with a few more pictures, you have to help me too, okay?
Yeah, okay. And I also promise no new taxes.
Exactly. And no one wants to build a wall. I can already see you could make a really good politician. I'll see if I can come up with a few more campaign posters. Then I'll leave you to your hip swing again. A run-of-the-mill plastic bag. The earthquake has begun. Nina, sometimes you are really bad. A copier. I used up all the copier paper. That should be enough for a campaign to cover all of Cuba. This poster surely attracts many men, but whether they are then thinking about the mayoral elections remains to be seen. Here are the campaign posters. There's no longer anything standing in the way of your political career.
Beautiful, simply beautiful. Who could resist this woman?
No one. Help me now.
Sure, I've given you my word as a politician, haven't I?
Will you help me anyway?
Fine, just this once. But watch out for Ramon. He's the caretaker here, and if he finds you, he'll make mincemeat out of you. So hurry. Perez's cell is all the way at the end on the left.
He looks like he crossed the threshold to madness a long time ago. There are noises coming from the cell that tell me I definitely do not want to go in there. Hello? Is someone there?
Yes! Come on in. I promise you we will definitely have a lot of fun together.
Maybe next time. The door looks different than the other doors. Most likely it is not a cell, but the room for the caretaker, Ramon. I'd better not go in there, otherwise he will get me. The cell is empty? Is this supposed to be a joke? Or do the staff not know where their patients are at any given time? It looks like blood. Looks as if someone tried to break the tiles out of the wall in a certain pattern. But I just can't think what it is supposed to mean. Small grooves in the wall. Almost looks like scratches. There is something in one of the grooves. Those are fingernails. Isn't there something stuck between the mattress and the frame? There is. A newspaper article. It deals with the new appointment for the post of institution director. Next to the article is a large photograph of that Nicole Charleroi. A camera has been mounted up there. Wonder if it works.
Hier ist das unheimlich warm schon wieder.
The vibrations caused by the jackhammer cause the house of cards to collapse. The poor guy will surely need them for his next attempt at the record. Sorry, may I disturb you again?
But of course, darling, anytime. I could use a little distraction.
Perez's cell is empty. Where is your patient?
Empty? What do you mean empty?